The unknown may be faced with fear or fury. Josh Heupel's fifth Tennessee team chooses the latter, but understands that questions abound.
Gotta be the same competitor every day.
Another new starter behind center. Numerous youngsters on offense must establish themselves post-haste. A surly lot of defenders that seek to again be among the SEC's best.
We can either talk about it or we can be about it.
Today, Big Orange takes over the ATL with their sights set on Syracuse and a 1-0 start.
To be about it, you got to be about it all the time.
Welcome to Tennessee Football 2025, and welcome to Volunteer Game Day.
It starts right now. It's your time. It's your choice to be great. Tennessee!
Good morning. It is game day. Football is back, and we are live from Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadiums as the Vols are getting ready to kick off a new season. We've got a new show. It's airing all across the state. We're really excited about this. We have VFL Heath Schuler and the new voice of the Vols, Mike Keith. Guys, welcome to Volunteer Game Day.
Welcome to Volunteer Game Day. First statewide show ever.
First ever. And first of all, congratulations to you and welcome home.
Thank you.
This is exciting to have you back in Knoxville and being the voice of the Vols. We're so excited. The fans all over, everywhere I go, talk about Mike is back.
Well, you're nice to say that. I appreciate it. We're excited to do this TV show and excited to announce that our sponsor of Volunteer Game Day, we say Volunteer Game Day, built by Rackley Roofing, the official roofer of the Tennessee Volunteers. So thanks to our friends at Rackley for stepping up. We got a lot of big news here today in the ATL.
Yeah, in fact, we start with breaking news that you're going to get here first. Big news surrounding a big question mark all in the offseason. Boot Carter, what's the deal?
Boot Carter's going to play today. He'll dress out. We do not anticipate that he will start at the star position on defense. I think that's going to be McMurray will get the start there at that spot. But Boot Carter is expected to be in number 23 today, is expected to play. Will we see him on punt returns? Don't know. How much will we see him on defense? We don't know. But the expectation is that he has met everything that Coach Josh Heupel wanted him to do. We'll have a chance to see him today, and that's big for the Vols.
I think it really is, and it's kind of that accountability for the players, right? I think there was some accountability that he had to come forth and really say, hey, team, I'm here for you. But the team also welcomed him back and gave him that second chance, and so I'm really thrilled that Boot Carter is going to be a part of this team, and I think he is one of the talented players in all of college football, so very exciting to watch today.
Another big question mark. Who's going to start at cornerback? We know that Jermon McCoy is going to be out for at least a couple of weeks. So what's this mean at cornerback?
It's Colton Hood, and you're liking the fact that Colton Hood started his career at Auburn, that he played at Colorado. He's a long outside corner. Is he Jermon McCoy? I mean, Jermon McCoy's an All-American. But is he a guy who's gone against dudes in practice and dudes in big games? Yes. And so you like to have a veteran presence. He's from the Atlanta area, so back home, getting a chance to play today. I think we'll see more than Colton Hood at the corner, but I like having a veteran ready to step in.
Not only having a veteran, having a guy that gives you some depth when McCoy comes back, giving you the depth, give you that nickel package that you can bring in on third downs. I think it gives us more opportunity as a whole in the secondary than we've had in several years.
I think the good news, too, is Tennessee's going to play a lot of guys in the secondary, so it won't just be Hood. There will be people rotating through. Hood doesn't have to carry the whole load, and Heath's absolutely right. When Jermon McCoy gets back, Hood could move to the star.
Sure.
He could play the other corner. He probably has enough experience that he could fill in at safety in a pinch. So good to have him. He was a nice pickup in the transfer portal late.
How about up front on the offensive line? Who can we expect to see starting at the offensive line?
So it's going to be Lance Hurd starting at left tackle. The right tackle is the talented freshman David Sanders. So excited to see him. The guard position, Arizona transfer Wendell Moy will start on the left side. On the right side, redshirt freshman Jesse Perry out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, gets the start. And the Notre Dame transfer, Sam Pendleton, starts in the middle. Everybody wants to see a North Carolinian at right tackle. David Sanders, maybe the most highly recruited offensive lineman that Tennessee has ever signed.
Maybe ever had. I mean, and you look at him physically.
Oh.
I mean, he's what, 6'7", 6'8". I mean, he's what, if you look at an NFL defensive or offensive tackle looks like. I mean, he is the mirror image of that. And so to be able to have him and to protect the quarterback, and I know he's young. He's going to make some mistakes early on. But, I mean, he's physically just so talented, and he's got a bright future ahead, Mike.
Everybody excited about him. I do think we'll see multiple players in the offensive line as well. William Satterwhite will probably get some run. Sham Umarov will probably get some run as well. Could see a couple other guys get a chance to play, probably rotating 7 or 8 in the O-line today for the Big Orange.
And we've known, of course, that Joey Aguilar is going to get the start under center. But let's talk about the quarterbacks. Both of these teams are bringing in new quarterbacks to the fold. What does this mean potentially for both of these offensive systems?
Well, both quarterbacks have experience. I mean, you have a Notre Dame transfer, and you have essentially an App State transfer. Have played well. Syracuse quarterback did a really good job in the playoffs. I thought he played extremely well. Mike and I were talking off camera, but there was an issue in Notre Dame. I mean, 2 sophomores moved ahead of him, so you kind of question, how talented will he really be, or what's the problem or issue he has with our quarterback. I think Joey's, his number one key is he throws the ball, and he throws it a lot, and he's, but he has thrown it to the other team.
Right.
So let's keep the ball away from the defense.
What did you see in the offseason that earned him the job?
Leadership. If you talk to the players and you talk to the coaching staff, they'll tell you he was the first person at practice. He was the last person to leave. He organized all of the passing practices when coaches aren't there, and it was the little things that made a big difference. And I think leadership is what we need now more. If you kind of look at Tennessee's team in general, we're rebuilding. I mean, we've really had to rebuild this year. I mean, we lost offensive linemen, we lost wide receivers, we lost running backs, and so that rebuilding, you have to have someone that comes in early and truly be a leader. And I think Aguilar actually provided that. The other 2 quarterbacks have a tremendous amount of talent, and I think they can definitely play, and they're going to get their opportunity. And let's hope they get their opportunity because, we've done so well, and they're playing in the 3rd and 4th quarter today.
He's had a couple stops, but for more on his journey to Tennessee, here's Sarah Detweiler.
Your journey isn't the typical high school standout to SEC college quarterback. You had a very unique path. And coming out of high school, you didn't receive any college contact, so in 2019 you enrolled at City College of San Francisco chasing an opportunity. Was that an easy decision for you to decide to keep playing football at the next level?
It wasn't. A lot of my friends wanted me to go play, and then me, myself, was like, not sure if I want to. I was trying to be a fireman, and I took a fireman class my senior year of high school. Really liked it, so I was like, if I'm going to go that route, I might as well just start taking classes and get into like school and doing that type of stuff. And friends were telling me, family was telling me like, go play, and I was like, I don't really know. And then I just 2021 stuck with it, played. I went to San Francisco for a little bit, and then transferred back down to Diablo Valley College, and that's when I fully just went into all right, I'll go back in.
Diablo Valley College was your next stop. You spent 2 seasons there, and then finally got that exposure that you needed to get the attention and interest of a Division I school. What kept you motivated during that 2-year stretch and hoping for that next opportunity to come?
Really, family and friends, and getting that first phone call from a school was kind of like, okay, I can actually do this. In high school, it was like I went to all these camps. All these coaches were like, oh, yeah, you're a good player. We're keeping contact and never hear from them. So getting that first phone call from a legitimate D1 school and telling them they're interested and they're going to keep in touch was kind of like, okay, maybe I should take it a little more serious.
You started at JUCO, went to App State, and now you've landed here in the heart of the SEC in Knoxville, Tennessee. What's it been like taking that road less traveled?
Just trusting God. Everything happens for a reason, and He has a plan, and his plan was to have me here in Knoxville, whether I started or not. I ended here and got brought here for a reason.
Heath Schuler said it. He's 24 years old. He knows the job. And there you see him talking with Sarah, you get it. and that's what Tennessee needs right now.
That's part one of our interview with Joey Aguilar. We have part two coming up in our next half hour. Much more from him and his journey to becoming the top Vol. Okay, let's talk defense now. Tennessee had one of the best defenses in the whole country last year. Mike, what can they do to be as effective on defense this year?
More of the same. And I think the good news is Tim Banks is back for another year as defensive coordinator. A lot of players who were recruited by Tennessee are on this defense. So they've been in the program 2, 3, 4, 5, a couple of them even 6 years. They know what to do, and because they've been trained and they've been filtered through and they played with good players, there's a level of expectation in terms of responsibility. Tennessee doesn't make a lot of mistakes on defense, and they have a lot of talent, a lot of explosive players. What do you like, Heath Schuler, about a Tim Banks defense?
Well, first of all, he always has that front seven is really strong. And this year, we may be as strong, if not stronger, than we've ever been. We have a tremendous amount of depth at the defensive line. We don't have maybe as much depth at the linebacker position, but our linebackers can move around. Very, very talented. Speed at the linebacker position, probably better than we've ever had it on any one unit as those 3-4 linebackers that they're able to put in the game.
I think that talent on defense is going to lead to more talent on special teams because those guys are going to play a lot on every special team.
Sure. Yeah, I want to get to special teams in a second, but specifically, who would you like to see stand out in order for Tennessee's defense to be effective this year?
I'm so excited about it.
No doubt.
Number 7, this is the next guy.
I mean, just look at him back here moving around. It's unbelievable to see what an incredible athlete he is.
And Edwin Spillman, too, number 13, another Middle Tennessee guy, linebacker. I mean, they've got some explosion there. I'm also really excited about Idris Farouk, number 15 in the secondary. I think he's a guy who takes a big jump this year.
How about special teams? Who's going to be returning kicks and punts?
It's a great question. I think we're going to see
today or tomorrow or the next week, right?
I'm telling you, I think we're probably going to see DeJuan Morris, number 19, the freshman from Murfreesboro, Oakland. I think he's going to get a chance. I think the backs will be there too. Deshaun Bishop will get a chance. Peyton Lewis will get a chance. Right. Mike Matthews will get a chance. But keep an eye on 19 because you may see Farouk may also be a guy who catches some punts. Will we see Boo Carter? Kind of hope so. But I don't know if that's going to happen yet.
All right. We've got much more to come. We've got to keep this show moving. When we come back, this guy over here knows a little something about playing at that quarterback position. Heath and I are going to break it down, take a look inside the game plan for Tennessee today. You're watching Volunteer Game Day live in Atlanta.
The Vol Walk is a legendary journey from Circle Park to Gate 21 at Neyland Stadium. This is Coach Heupel. Speaking of legendary journeys, Pilot's been out here fueling game day road trips and tailgates for over 60 years. That's why they partnered with the Vols to preserve Neyland Stadium, ensuring that traditions like the Vol Walk endure for generations to come. Next time you head out to cheer on the Vols, make your game day journey legendary with a stop at Pilot. Home or away, Pilot's your favorite in between. When you travel across the great state of Tennessee, one thing you're sure to find is big orange passion. You see it throughout every inch of the Volunteer State, just like you see First Horizon, serving communities big and small, offering big bank products with small bank passion. What else do you need? Big bank muscle, small bank hustle. That's First Horizon, the official bank of the Vols, proudly serving Tennesseans for over 160 years.
This is wisdom. It's not something you learn. It's something you earn. With experience, with consistency, with compassion and dedication. This is the confidence that comes from having wisdom on your side. This is hope. This is victory. This is the Regions Academic Medical Center. This is wisdom for your life.
I know you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes? Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food too.
Success always comes down to the details. It takes repetition, hard work, and a defined strategy to be elite. Real estate is no different. It takes preparation and a solid game plan to achieve the best results. On the field, I can cover some real estate. Off the field, look to Ryan Coleman and the team at Hometown Realty. They're Tennessee's agent.
Thanks, Brew. Go Big Orange.
Hometown Realty is East Tennessee's #1 real estate group and a proud sponsor of the Vols.
That subdivision won't build itself. You need equipment that's built smart so you can work smarter. That's built to deliver more comfort, more productivity, more get it done right. That's built around a durable Kubota engine you can depend on. With skid steers, track loaders, wheel loaders, and the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup shows up ready to work every day. Visit your local dealer today.
In Knoxville or Nashville, visit RJV Equipment, a Kubota Elite certified dealer.
Welcome back to Volunteer Game Day live from Atlanta as the Vols are getting ready to kick off their 2025 season here with VFL Heath Schuler. And we're going to talk quarterbacks because Tennessee has a new quarterback. They're breaking into the system, but you know what this feels like. What's going through his head right now?
You know, this is the biggest stage he's played on so far. New Mexico, App State. Had a really good season. His first year at App State, high completion percentage, lower interception ratio. I think what you're going to see with him is how well is he going to start. So mentally, he's thinking through his whole process. I've got to make a difference. I've got to stay in the confinement of our offense, and I got to play well. I mean, he really knows he's got to be the difference maker in this game.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that that's going to lead to him, the pressure of I've got to perform, I've got to play well? How does that impact the game?
Well, I think you're going to tell a lot about him as a person, because if he lets the pressure get to him, or he's a thinker,
sure,
right? Instead of going through the offense, he's gone to practice. It needs to become reactionary. Mm-hmm. If he's a thinker and he thinks too much, then you're going to see some incomplete passes. You're going to see the ball being turned over to the defense. I don't see that in him. I think with the coaching staff that is here, unlike other places, they really do a great job of developing quality players, especially at the quarterback position. And he has confidence in his arm, where maybe in the past we hadn't had such confidence at that position like we did last year. You're going to see him throw it over the middle. You're going to see him throw the deep ball. He has a lot of confidence in his ability to throw the ball.
And you know a little something behind the scenes, too. Your son, Navy, spending some time early in his career at App State. Some mutual friends with Navy and Joey.
Yeah, I mean, so Joey and Navy communicated when he found out, and they were texting back and forth. They were talking about the differences because they had the same offense at App State, transfer here. And so they were talking about the little things, the little differences, or the things that are similar in the offenses. And that's always helpful, right, to have somebody that's gone through both of them. And then also, the coaching staff knew what Navy went through at App State.
Right.
And how do you coach that with a new quarterback, especially a guy that was potentially going to be your starter and now has been decided as a starting quarterback.
Mm-hmm. And you also, with Navy, have experience in Josh Heupel's system.
That's right.
What do you think we'll see as far as how we're going to work this system around Joey Aguilar?
Well, I think Joey's one of those quarterbacks. If you look at, he's big physical, right?
Yeah.
He's 6'3", 235 pounds. He's really strong. He can run with the football, so he's physical when he does run the ball. Strong arm. All those attributes that this offense needs, Joey checks those boxes, right? And so I think the biggest thing that I'm going to see is how has he been able in a very short period of time to understand the offense, because this is not a simple offense. It's certainly an offense that takes some time to develop in, but he spent the time. First guy practice, last guy to leave.
Yeah, break down how difficult that is. What does that mean to go from one system to another, learn all the plays, learn all the routes?
Well, it's very similar to learning a new language, right? So you're having to communicate differently.
That in 3 months.
Right, yeah. So you got to do it in 3 months. You got to learn a new language. But also, unlike at App State, they didn't, the routes didn't convert based upon coverages as much. I mean, it's almost every single play that these receivers are having to reroute based upon coverages. And so the quarterback and the receiver have to be on the same page, and they both have to be able to read the defense and make sure that they see it very similar in the same way. And so that'll be maybe a little bit early that you may not see that connection with those wide receivers in the first quarter. But as the game goes on and progresses, I think you're going to see Joey and these wide receivers really connecting.
You talked about Joey's size. When I met him the first time, that was the first thing that stood out to me as well. Do we think that we're going to see him use his legs today and throughout the season? What's that
I want to
like?
be able to see him use his legs.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back to Hendon Hooker, I mean, Hendon may not have been the fastest at that position, but he was able to know when to run and was very smart, stepped out of bounds when he needed to, picked up the first down, ran over defensive backs because Hendon was also a big guy. I think you're going to see this, but I think as always, you have to be smart. You have to know when to slide, when to get out of bounds, but you also understand that this is a game of inches and every single yard counts.
We've got a relatively inexperienced offensive line, still some question marks, the receiver positions.
Right.
What's this going to look like? And, of course, a new quarterback. What's the tempo going to look like? What can we expect to see?
Well, I think it's the tempo is going to be based upon how fast is both the quarterback and the center going to be able to communicate what is necessary to one another, right? I mean, I think the biggest loss of this season is Cooper Mays.
Right.
I mean, from a quarterback's perspective, the center is the most important. That communication and getting everyone on the same page. So, having Sam come in there and let him be able to communicate. If he can communicate fast, I think you're going to be a much faster tempo than we have in the last 2 years.
Experienced center coming in as a transfer, so we'll see what that relationship looks like. Any final notes on the offense?
Well, I think that the most important thing is to protect the ball, and we talk about the passing game, but let's run. Run. We got to run the football.
All right. We've got much more to come live from Atlanta for Volunteer Game Day. When we come back, a crucial part of the defense this year, we're going one-on-one with the linebacker, Arion Carter. This is Volunteer Game Day.
Hey everybody, it's Dave Landio. Nothing gets me more excited
in the fall than Tennessee football and supporting Tennessee families living with dementia. Even better when you put them together, it's Dave Landio's Tailgate for Alzheimer's Tennessee. There's music, great barbecue, and loads of Vols memorabilia. Join me and my friends 110 in the Shade on Friday, September 5th at Rogers Rock and Blues Cafe in Knoxville.
Call to support Alzheimer's Tennessee. Go to alztennessee.org/tailgate for Tennessee.
I'm often asked what makes Wedemark Keith different. For one thing, we're local. We have hometown values with big city experience. We've been collectively practicing law for half a century, and we have handled cases in over 25 states. Now that's experience you can count on. If you're looking for a law firm with hometown values and big city experience, give us a call at Wedemark Keith. It's more to us. It's personal.
I'm Julia Hurley, broker and owner of Just Homes Group, one of Knoxville's top 100 real estate marketing firms. And you're watching Volunteer Game Day. Fans, here's the game plan. Every home sold with Just Homes Group sends a portion of earnings straight to support your local athlete.
I'm Jaden Prelati.
I'm Isaiah Campbell. I'm Emmanuel Okoye.
And we are counting on your support. Support our athletes. Buy or sell with Just Homes Group. Let's win together.
This fall, escape to the Smokies for the ultimate mountain festival. The Bavarian Fall Festival at Anakeesta runs August 29th through November 2nd. Enjoy Bavarian-style food, live music, and fall color like you've never seen it. With a beer tasting pass, you can sample local and seasonal brews as you stroll the mountain. Enjoy good views with great brews. Visit Anakeesta.com to get your tickets today.
It's not just about the scoreboard. It's about the stories we'll tell for years to come, the drives that bring us together in anticipation, the rides home after a Big Orange victory.
Sweet old Tennessee, feels so good to me.
From before kickoff till well after the last whistle, the premier family of dealers are proud to be a part of your game day tradition.
Yeah.
Hi, honey. I know you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes? Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
At West Shore Home, we're making it easy to completely refresh your bathroom with our buy one, get one sales event. Buy a full bathroom remodel, get a tub to shower conversion in another bathroom for free. Yep, you heard that right. Get a fresh modern upgrade to your main bathroom and eliminate that outdated, hard to clean tile or old fiberglass unit for free. For more information, visit westshorebath.com or call 888-4WESTSHORE to lock in those savings. That's westshorebath.com for buy one, get one savings from West Shore Home.
The unknown may be faced with fear or fury. Josh Heupel's 5th Tennessee team chooses the latter, but understands that questions abound.
Gotta be the same competitor every day.
Another new starter behind center. Numerous youngsters on offense must establish themselves post-haste. A surly lot of defenders that seek to again be among the SEC's best.
We can either talk about it or we be about it.
Today, Big Orange takes over the ATL with their sights set on Syracuse and a 1-0 start.
To be about it, you got to be about it all the time.
Welcome to Tennessee Football 2025, and welcome to Volunteer Game Day.
It starts right now. It's your time. It's your choice to be great. Tennessee, I'm going 1-2. Tennessee!
The Big Orange entering Mercedes-Benz Stadium as we continue with Volunteer Game Day, built by Rackley Roofing, the official roofer of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Welcome into Volunteer Game Day. We are live from Atlanta, and we are kicking off the 2025 season for the Vols with a new show, joined by VFL Heath Schuler and the new voice of the Vols, Mike Keith. We're talking offense to get this second half hour started. Guys, who are the key players that you have your eye on for Tennessee's offense to start clicking?
I'm going to start with Mike Matthews.
Absolutely.
I mean, you look at this receiving core, it is not very experienced. Chris Brazel is experienced. He caught 29 passes last year. I think he can have a role in this offense and can be an important part. But Mike Matthews has played, had a good spring. He's been the leader. I think you're watching number 4 today to see if he takes the next step.
Yeah, I really expect him. I mean, a 5-star receiver coming out of high school, and really those intangibles. He's had another year to be able to, you know, we talked about the routes conversion. I mean, that's one of those that's a lesson that you have to learn, and a lot of time and commitment to that to be able to be on the same page as the quarterback. So I think he's got a bright future. I think he's prepared in the offseason. Coaching staff has really high on him, so expectations are high right now.
They should be. And Braylon Staley, number 14, is going to play the slot. He's another second-year receiver. He's from Aiken, South Carolina. Tennessee expecting good things out of him.
And that's the area that we've kind of struggled in the last couple of years in the slot receivers, not making as many catches. And so to be able to really have someone come in to be able to catch the ball, get those first downs, you know, some of the route conversions, to be able to set in the zones, make the catch, and pick up a few yards after catch.
I think you're going to see Travis Smith, the freshman from right here in Atlanta today. You may even see Joakim Dotson, a freshman from Memphis who played at the Baylor School a year ago. So, I mean, this group is young. What's the position on offense you have the most confidence in today? Running back?
I would have to say the running backs, really good depth, right? I mean, they have a really good depth. I mean, Bishop, I think last year when he had his opportunity to carry the football, he did extremely well. Tough runner, hard to bring down. Yards per carry was over 5 yards per carry last season. So having him kind of lead that running back core. And then we got Star Thomas, you know, from Duke. I mean, let's see what he looks like. I mean, that is the ACC, but let's see how well he can come and perform. And having depth at the running back position, really is important because you've got a fresh guy coming in. We haven't had that in the last couple of years. I mean, Dylan Sampson, actually, he carried the rock so often.
He spoiled us.
Yes, he really did. And so, but having three guys can be very important to be able to hand the ball and have a fresh legs coming in the new series on offense.
Peyton Lewis there, too. Now,
yes, that's right.
Two,
yes.
I mean, that group could really take a lot of pressure off Joey Aguilar today.
Mm-hmm. And we are learning so much more about Joey Aguilar, especially since he has been named the starter. Here's part 2 of our exclusive interview with Sarah Detweiler.
Let's go back all the way to the very beginning and talk about what growing up in Antioch, California was like for you and your family and what you remember about your childhood.
My childhood was super fun. I mean, Antioch, the Bay Area is where all my family's at. I got family kind of all over the world, in Mexico as well. So just go back and forth between Mexico and Antioch. But super fun. You know, played sports growing up, baseball, football.
Your football journey began when you were 6. You were playing tight end and linebacker with your father coaching you. Was football love at first sight for you, or was it a slow burn? Did you have other sports that you were interested in?
It was a little bit of slow burn.
Okay.
I didn't like it at first because, you know, pads, helmet, and then I was kind of getting thrown around everywhere. So didn't really like it at first. Dad just kept me going. And then I was playing football and baseball.
Okay.
I played baseball for a while, but kind of gave that up. It was a little too slow for me.
Okay.
After I started liking football and started playing a little more, I grew up playing linebacker, DN, and running back.
Okay.
I didn't switch to quarterback until like 8th grade year.
What made you want to switch?
My dad owned the football, like our team, and one of my uncles was my coach, played running back, linebacker at the time, didn't have a quarterback. And then he told my dad, I was like, yeah, we don't have a quarterback. And my dad was like, oh, just put Joey.
Okay.
And I was like, no. And then he was like, you're going to quarterback. And
No,
then
I'm
been
telling
quarterback
you.
ever since. Yeah.
You're going to play quarterback. Before coming to Tennessee, you know, you had spoken about having a very honest conversation with the coaching staff here, and they straight up told you, you know, you got to come here and you got to compete. And your response was, nothing in my life has been given to me, which is perfectly fine because it just makes me work harder. Everywhere I've been, I've had to earn the right to be that guy. Why is that your mindset?
Even though my dad was my coach, I wasn't a starter. You know, he would throw me in there, and I would still have to work to be that guy. And then high school, same thing. JUCO, went in as a backup, had to earn a starting job. App State, went in as a backup, had to earn a starting job. So it just shows me, like, and it's even more than football. You know what I mean? If you go into real life and expect things to be given to you, you're not going to get anything.
What are you going to make of this next opportunity as QB1 at the University of Tennessee?
You know, I'm just going to be myself, go out there, lead the team, and do what I can to help this team win.
Joey Aguilar said something interesting in that Heath Schuler. He talked about the fact that he played other positions in football before he became a quarterback. He's an athlete first, and his legs today, will they surprise some Vol fans?
I think it will. I think you're going to see a very athletic quarterback. I mean, he's played other positions. He understands the game, and he's a really smart quarterback. If you watch him and how he's been able to take in this offense, he's going to know when to run the ball, right? He's going to know when it opens up, and he knows when he can pick up the first down. Hopefully he does that in a very safe manner that we keep him healthy.
Kind of like a guy we knew years ago, early in his career as a starter.
Looks like he could still play.
The legs.
I would have played tailback. I mean, but the
legs were a big factor for you when you got started early in the offense.
Yeah, it opened up where they started having to key on a quarterback, and then that gave you an opportunity then to get the ball over the linebackers.
New face at quarterback. Couple of new faces on the offensive line. We've got the 5-star freshman, David Sanders. A lot of eyes on him. The transfer center. What's the offensive line going to look? Here's the WVLT Sports Director, Rick Rousseau.
Almost 8 years to the day, August 26, 2017, Tennessee opened up the season with a thrilling 42-41 win over Georgia Tech in the first ever game inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The players on this current 2025 roster may not remember that game, but they remember what happened in Columbus last January. That goes as well for a coaching staff which realized the need to get tougher in the offensive trenches. Enter the likes of Arizona transfer Wendell Moe Jr.
You know, as an incoming freshman, you don't really think you're going to play at all, but, you know, once you get that chance,
and like you kill it out there, it's amazing.
And Sam Pendleton from Notre Dame.
You know, just getting the extra stuff when no one's watching, or I've just made it a priority to do extra work, and I kind of perfect my craft. I'm very far away from perfect, but I'm trying to work towards it.
And how about five-star tackle David Sanders Jr., a preseason freshman All-American?
The coaching staff has done a great job just supporting me, making sure I have everything I need for the season. I'm going to be ready for sure, but also I'm going to be prepared to just go out there and play my game.
Physically, left tackle Lance Hurd looks like a different player entering his second season on Rocky Top. 6'6" redshirt freshman Jesse Perry will fortify that tackle position while potentially also playing at the guard spot. And William Satterwhite is also a viable option for coaches Ellerby and Halsley in that O-line. Depth and experience will no doubt be an asset to quarterback Joey Aguilar as he settles into that QB1 position. For Volunteer Game Day, Rick Russo, WVLT Sports.
Rick, thanks. Guys, let's talk a little defense now. We'll start with you, Heath. Rodney Gardner's been coaching in the SEC since you were playing.
Oh, yes.
Those defensive linemen for Tennessee, what do they do so well?
Well, one of my favorite all-time coaches, Rodney Garner. He's kind of the Rick Barnes of the football program. Very disciplined. He's tough on his guys. He demands the little things make big differences. And if you watch them, he puts his arm around them and tells them he loves them, but he's hard on them, and he demands a lot from them. That's why that front seven has been so good. That defensive front keeps the offensive linemen off those linebackers to have Arian Carter and his team to be able to make those tackles. I mean, you cannot say enough about Rodney Garner as a coach and how he develops athletes.
What have you seen, Mike, at the defensive line?
I think that's exactly right. They're selfless.
Oh, completely.
I mean, their stats are okay, but that's not what it's about. It's about doing the job, and everybody's going to get a chance to play, Brittany. That's a key for Tennessee in the defensive line. I think if you count the Leo position, they might play 12, 13, 14 guys today because they want you to come in, play technique, do what you need to do. And certainly you want to make tackles.
It puts pressure on that offensive line because they're in there every play, and you got a new defensive guy coming in giving 110% with fresh legs. That's
and
a challenge.
They're different guys. You know, you've got the heavy guys, you've got the smaller, quicker guys. They're going to put two freshmen in there today, Ethan Utley and Isaiah Campbell, that they've never seen. So as an offensive lineman, you're thinking, I'm tired, and here's a new dude. What do I do with him?
That's right.
So I love what they're about. They're the foundation of the defense because he said it best. They open it up for the linebackers to really make big plays and to clean up everywhere.
Speaking of linebackers, one big name who we're watching for the Vols, and that is Arian Carter. Our Brent Hubbs sat down with him.
Were you a better linebacker going into this season than you have been?
I like to say all aspects, but I feel like closing distance, being able to actually, I feel like I'm great with my eyes now, especially when we do a lot of trade shifts and motions in the SEC as far as teams that we play. So I feel like I'm great as far as that, and finishing at the point of attack. A lot of times we talked about finishing over this last fourth quarter, as we call it, going into fall camp, learning how to finish through plays, how to finish in good body position, be a pro. And I feel like how to manage my body and micromanage just the game of football and be able to get everybody aligned. I'm a whole lot comfortable at knowing both positions and being able to go out there and go play fast.
What's it like to play for William Inge?
It's great. It's great. Not a coach that I've hired as anybody just like him. I feel like that man has done so much for us as a linebacking core and just this team and the defense in general. I feel like he brings so much knowledge, so much loyalty, so much respect, and so much tradition as far as like bringing in a rich tradition to a already rich cultural team and being able to bring us to a whole nother level. I feel like as far as like our play, being fast, and just like we always talk about like keeping yourself out of 85%. 85% of the time you beat yourself. So if you can keep yourself out of 85%, you win. And I feel like that's the standard of what we've been trying to do is, be able to go in, have a plan, execute it, and do our job at a very high level. Just do your job and do it to your best of your ability, and we'll be just fine.
What do you like about this team? What do you like about this defense?
I love that our team is so close. I haven't had a team like this so closely together where I can go grab an O lineman, D lineman, a corner, a quarterback, and we could all have dinner. We have what's called red card, so we sit down every weekend or every time we have red card, and we just go out to, I don't know, Chick-fil-A, Moe's, anywhere, and we just go sit down and we have meaningful talks, not just about football, of course, but about life and being able to actually know your brother. And I feel like that chemistry that we have off the field that we've been able to actually build is going to boost our level of play when we get out on the field together. I feel like as a whole team, and what I love about our defense is we're so young and talented. We have a really young secondary who is really talented with veterans on that group like Andre, who are very smart, very witty, very cerebral guys who are be able to communicate that I love. In the middle, you know, we have us with me, Jeremiah, Edwin, Ben, all the other guys as well, that we have a bunch of young guys, 3 new freshmen who are really talented, who are going to be able to come in and play meaningful football for us and go out there and give us a chance to play at the highest level to go win games. And then as far as like O-line and D-line, we're like, I feel like those are the tightest and most locked in I've ever seen those groups ever be.
You mentioned chemistry, camaraderie, family, brother. That seems like it's harder to do in this day of college athletics. With the transfer portal, people coming in and out, all those things. Do you as a leader have to push for that?
Every day.
To push for that camaraderie to make sure it's not, becomes too individualized?
Yeah, I feel like we never wanted to have, because in past years or on other teams or a lot of my other friends at other schools, there might be cliques per se or just a group of people that they might hang out with. With us, that's not like that. I feel like everybody along the way has naturally happened, but over time, in the beginning, we had to push forward. I had to go grab people along. I had to go grab O lineman and tell him, hey, you're going to come with me. Let's go get dinner. Let me get to know a little bit more about you, and maybe you might get some pushback at first, but those guys understand now what we were trying to do and what we're trying to build here.
How much better does that make you?
It makes me a whole lot better. I feel like if I know the offensive lineman and me and my offensive lineman and my quarterback are on point, when we do cross training and play, I'm able to ask him, hey, how do I look when I come off the edge? Well, what's my leverage like? A quarterback, hey, how do I stem off the ball? What does the shell look like? How can I hold a better shell? How can I show when I'm not blitzing when I am? Certain things like that, the minute details in the game that I could be able to learn from them guys on the offensive side of as far as a perspective and what I could give them and the knowledge I know on defense now, it'll make us a whole lot better.
We all remember this one here, that game that kicked off the 98 season. The Vols and Syracuse going wire to wire in the Carrier Dome. Mike Keith taking us down memory lane next. But first, let's get a quick game day forecast with WVLT Chief Meteorologist Spencer Denton.
It's time for your All Vol First Alert Forecast. Sponsored by Food City.
Hey, Vol fans, I'm Chief Meteorologist Spencer Denton in the WVLT First Alert Weather Center. It's almost game time, but the good news, this game is going to be indoors, so we don't have to worry about any rain impacts. But as you're leaving the game, there may be a couple of showers out there, especially to the south of Atlanta. But if you're driving north on I-75 back to Knoxville or heading back toward Middle Tennessee, it looks like temperatures will be in the 70s with just a stray shower. In the meantime, enjoy the game and go Vols.
This is wisdom. It's not something you learn. It's something you earn. With experience, with consistency, with compassion and dedication. This is the confidence that comes from having wisdom on your side. This is hope. This is victory. This is the Regions Academic Medical Center. This is wisdom for your life.
When you travel across the great state of Tennessee, one thing you're sure to find is big orange passion. You see it throughout every inch of the volunteer state, just like you see First Horizon, serving communities big and small, offering big bank products with small bank passion. What else do you need? Big bank muscle, small bank hustle. That's First Horizon, the official bank of the Vols. Proudly serving Tennesseans for over 160 years. The Vol Walk is a legendary journey from Circle Park to Gate 21 at Neyland Stadium. This is Coach Heupel, Speaking of legendary journeys, Pilot's been out here fueling game day road trips and tailgates for over 60 years. That's why they've partnered with the Vols to preserve Neyland Stadium, ensuring that traditions like the Vol Walk endure for generations to come. Next time you head out to cheer on the Vols, make your game day journey legendary with a stop at Pilot. Home or away, Pilot's your favorite in between.
Yeah.
Hi, honey. I know you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes? Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
In Big Orange Country, we live for big moments, but we know there are surprises along the way. When you need help with auto, some peace of mind for your home, or you're preparing for the next chapter in life, Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee is there for you. That's why I trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee, the official insurance of the Vols. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
Not funny, guys.
Success always comes down to the details. It takes repetition, hard work, and a defined strategy to be elite. Real estate is no different. It takes preparation and a solid game plan to achieve the best results. On the field, I can cover some real estate. Off the field, look to Ryan Coleman and the team at Hometown Realty. They're Tennessee's agent.
Thanks, Brew. Go Big Orange. Hometown Realty is East Tennessee's #1 real estate group and a proud sponsor of the Vols.
Of the Tennessee Volunteers. We're at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tennessee ready to take on Syracuse in a series that doesn't have a lot of games, but maybe it has more history than you know because it dates back nearly 60 years. The first Tennessee-Syracuse game took place in Jacksonville in the 1966 Gator Bowl. The Vols held on for an 18-12 win over a Syracuse team that featured eventual NFL legends Larry Zonka and Floyd Little in the same backfield.
The Volunteers come bursting onto the field. And to you listening throughout the world, the magic moment is here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's football time in Tennessee.
The next meeting would be in Syracuse, New York, and would open Tennessee's run to the 1998 National Championship. The Vols overcame a furious fourth quarter from Donovan McNabb to turn back the Orange 34-33 on Jeff Hall's field goal on the game's final play.
Is it straight enough? Yes, sir.
3 years later, Tennessee and Syracuse opened the season in Knoxville, with the Volunteers claiming a nondescript 33-9 win. The note of the night, 111 yards rushing from Travis Stevens, his best game in nearly 3 years. Stevens would go on to rush for 1,464 yards in 2001, a school record that held until last season, when Dylan Sampson posted 1,491 rushing yards. This is Lauren Walsh, a friend, a colleague from WSMV in Nashville, but today, the enemy. Syracuse.
I don't know about that.
Syracuse graduate. Her segment with us is brought to you by J-Tech North America. Make it right here. Every drive counts. All right, Syracuse grad, tell us about your coach, Fran Brown.
Yeah, so instead of enemy, let's go with Syracuse expert for today's purposes. How about that? So Fran Brown just oozes confidence and really has that buy-in factor as soon as he starts speaking. Last year, he famously said, only winners get washed, Mike. He was referencing that he doesn't shower after losses, so that's how serious and competitive this guy is. He led Syracuse to a 10-3 record. It's only their third double-digit win season this century. So he's already shown the impact he can have on this program. He's kind of made a name for himself in this short time in recruiting, turning SEC afterthoughts into some ACC stars. And he's going to have to prove he can do that again because Syracuse is sporting the second toughest schedule in the nation.
And they are super new. They're even newer than Tennessee on offense.
Yeah, for sure. They lost a ton of talent last year, namely Kyle McCord. He threw for almost 5,000 yards for Syracuse, led one of the top passing offenses in the nation for the Orange. So Steve Angeli has been tabbed the starting QB. He's going to be tasked with filling Kyle McCord's shoes and those large expectations for the Orange, and a few other guys to keep an eye out for because they really lost all of his top targets. Right. Many of them are in the NFL now. You're going to look for a wide receiver named Jonte Cook. He's a transfer. He's expected to be a huge contributor, as well as Darrell Gill Jr., tight end Jamie Tremble. And they have 4 new guys on the offensive line, very similar to Tennessee. So that could really be a key factor in how this offense operates today.
And Syracuse has a rebuilt defense as well.
Exactly. The defense had some individual standouts last year, but really was pretty pedestrian overall on that side of the ball. So they're looking to take a big step with a defensive-minded head coach in Fran Brown here in year 2. And if experience is any indication, look no further than 8th-year edge rusher David Reese. That's right. He's in his 8th year of college football. He transferred from Cal, where he had 25 QB pressures in 11 games last year for that squad. And then you look kind of down the defense. They have a linebacker who was an FCS All-American at South Dakota last year. That's Gary Bryant. And then on the DB side of things, Deuce Chestnut and Devin Grant are their returning leading tacklers. Fran Brown used to coach the secondary. He's really going to rely on those guys to secure that secondary and try and contain some of Tennessee's talented receivers.
You're good at your job. Lauren Walsh with us talking Syracuse. Syracuse expert, not the enemy.
Yeah, not the enemy.
More coming up. We've got our keys to the game. Volunteer Game Day, built by Rackley Roofing, the official roofer of the Tennessee Volunteers. We're back to wrap it up after this.
I'm Julia Hurley, broker and owner of Just Homes Group, one of Knoxville's top 100 real estate marketing firms. And you're watching Volunteer Game Day. Fans, here's the game plan. Every home sold with Just Homes Group sends a portion of earnings straight to support your local athlete.
I'm Jaden Prelati.
I'm Isaiah Campbell. I'm Emmanuel Okoye.
And we are counting on your support. Support our athletes. Buy or sell with Just Homes Group. Let's win together.
It's not just about the scoreboard. It's about the stories we'll tell for years to come. The drives that bring us together in anticipation. The rides home after a Big Orange victory.
Sweet old Tennessee, feels so good to me.
From before kickoff till well after the last whistle, the Premier family of dealers are proud to be a part of your game day tradition.
This fall, escape to the Smokies for the ultimate mountain festival. The Bear Fall Festival at Anakista runs August 29th through November 2nd. Enjoy Bavarian-style food, live music, and fall color like you've never seen it. With a beer tasting pass, you can sample local and seasonal brews as you stroll the mountain. Enjoy good views with great brews. Visit Anakista.com to get your tickets today.
Yeah. Hi, honey. I know you're you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes? Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
Alumni Hall is your ultimate shopping destination for volunteer fans. They have the newest and largest selection of officially licensed Tennessee gear. Shop the top brands to represent your volunteers. Stop in at Alumni Hall in Paper Mill, Westtown Mall, or Turkey Creek for year-round Vols apparel, accessories, and gifts. Need to shop quick? Go online at alumnihall.com or download the app. Alumni Hall, where fans shop.
Go Vols, baby.
The power's out, you're miserable, and the food is bad. You ask yourself, why didn't I get that generator? Premier Generators has Generac generators in stock now. Generac home standby generators kick into action automatically as soon as your power goes out, guaranteeing your home stays fully powered and your family's comfortable and connected. Call today for your free quote. Plus, get $500 off and free service for 1 year. Don't get left in the dark. Trust the experts at Premier Generators.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Let's order some food.
What? No. Let's just go get it. I'll drive.
What did he just say? I hope you like jail.
Bad decision, bro.
Ow! Or I could just have it delivered.
Welcome back to Volunteer Game Day, live from Atlanta inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and we are inching our way closer to kickoff for the Vols as they are getting ready behind us. The band is starting to get fired up. Fans are starting to fill in their seats. But guys, keys to the game on the field. What's it going to take for Tennessee to pull it off?
Go first.
I think the first and foremost, you always have to win the trenches, win the battle up front, offensive and our defensive line.
And I want to see Tennessee pressure Steve Angeli. That's a guy they need to get after with a rebuilt offensive line. There may be some holes in protection. Right. Let's get after him. Let's hit the quarterback, and let's have some sacks.
Well, and that also goes into play. We got to win the turnover ratio. So we put pressure on their quarterback. We catch the ball as an interception, and we keep the ball away from their defense.
Okay, so I'm going to stay with the Johnny Majors type thing. Got to win special teams.
Yes.
And let me tell you why. Syracuse, awful on special teams last year. They brought in Georgia Tech special teams coach who was really, really good. You know they're trying something today.
You're going to see a reverse.
Yeah.
You're going to see a fake field goal. You're going to see a fake punt. Something will happen today. He, as a new coach, he's got to show something.
And he's got to get his guys with some buy-in on special teams.
Yep.
Tennessee has a new special teams coach, too, in Evan Crabtree. A veteran NFL coach, John Bonamigo, is his assistant. Vols might try something on special teams today. Who knows with a new group?
Well, when you watch practice, there's a huge emphasis on special teams. It's a difference maker, and I think you're right, Mike. That could be the spark that turns the game into where Tennessee really goes away and runs away with this game.
It's the kicking game?
It's the kicking game.
Live inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we are counting down to kickoff. Thanks so much for joining us for Volunteer Game Day.
Go Vols!
Go Vols!
Mornings can be a little